What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Some Madden 17 commentary. Do me a favor, take a moment, hit the like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter, Shutdown Safety is my username. Right after I wrap this video up, I'm going to go ahead and send Rex Dixon a Twitter or a text message, something, to try to hammer down a time frame for our interview this weekend or next week, hopefully. But I wanted to come out and discuss what's not available. And for the most part, it's Madden 17 gameplay footage. And I wanted to give some impressions and some opinions I have on that, and maybe some ways we as the sim community damage the way this game gets marketed. And let me preface this by saying, having been to EA, I understand the predicament they're in, okay? They're controlling an environment with EA Play where they're allowing, select individuals to come in and see a product that may not be completely done, that may not be completely up to their par of what's going to ship. And don't get me wrong, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying we've seen in the past gaming companies that would come out with basically what was a glorified demo, not a complete product. So they have to be careful about what they're allowing out, because anything that you can bring out in the beginning prior to the game's release that generates negative publicity can really be damaging, okay? So the fact that really the only tangible Madden gameplay footage we have came from streams that got taken down or came from off-angled cameras, that somebody was inconspicuously filming, to me that's really kind of telling as to where this game may be because of some of the things we've wanted, okay? There's no doubt in my mind when you look at what's been done, the ball physics, the defensive upgrades, in many cases, the equipment upgrades that took place this year, the franchise updates, those are all really good things that are going to impact the game, I feel, positively and make for a more realistic experience. But if we stop and think for a minute, those are really hard things to put into a 30-second trailer that you can play on Monday Night Football and make somebody want to go and clamor to buy the game. Ball physics are a difficult selling point to tell someone, well, this is going to change the game, this is a great update. How do you actually showcase that in a marketing perspective? Now, the wide receiver defensive back interactions from last year, they were pretty easy to go through and show highlights, the air supremacy, this, that, and the other. But, some of the things that we've pushed for that have gotten put in the game are very difficult to go out and show in gameplay, making a difference. If you're watching someone play the game, it's going to be really hard for you to sit there and say, well, listen, there's a time where the ball having its own physics system really mattered. And because of that, I'm going to go buy the game. This is going to be a must purchase. So I wonder how much that's really impacted this game. And as we as a community continue to push for things to help create a more realistic experience for us, I think they become less and less of a mainstream sellable point. I mean, let's be honest, some of the things that are in connected franchise mode aren't exactly going to set the gaming world on fire when they hit a trailer either. So, just my opinion in thinking about it as to why the gameplay footage isn't as predominant now as it has been in the past. You've got the EA control, and you've got some things, to be quite honest with you, that really aren't that much of a flash in the pan when it comes to trying to sell the product. So hopefully these are some things that I'll get to discuss with Rex. He's always been generous to me with his time, and I certainly hope that continues. As far as what you guys think, how is the lack of footage now impacting you in your prospective purchase? Is it scaring you off because you feel like they're hiding something, or you feel like the game isn't as good as it should be? For that matter, does not having a demo apparently this year doing the same thing? Or, do you kind of think along my lines of thinking and say, okay, some of these things they put in, I can respect aren't going to be the most pop on the back of a box or on that little ticker line when you load up a website that you see as an advertisement, but you're still willing to commit that these things are going to make a change in the game that you wanted to have happen. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you guys checking this one out. I'll be back in a week with more commentary.